afternoon and welcome to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth. Today is Friday, April 19th. Man, we got a lot of people here, a lot of energy in the room, and we got a big program. So if you would, please quietly get to your seats, get your food, and move on in. So we're going to start today's program off with Tran Trong, retired executive at Alcon, with our invocation, followed immediately after by our national anthem played by Harriet Harrell, the Harrell Group. Will you please stand with me?
Good afternoon. Thank you, President Kirk. I have a question for President Kirk. What did you have to do to get such a big crowd today? And a good-looking one, too.
Invite you to do the invocation.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in bowing our heads in prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity for us to be here today at Rotary in the spirit of unity and inclusion, to honor the men and women of our minority communities who are owners of small businesses. Small businesses make up a sizable sector of our economy and employ the most people in our community. They are a vital part of our society. May you bless us with continuing strength and resources so that we'll be able to maintain programs such as this and to honor more small business owners of all ethnic and racial backgrounds well into the future. We also thank you for the opportunity to be here today to perform our duty as members of this club, to cast our votes to decide whether to adopt the changes to our bylaws that are aimed at strengthening our financial position and thus ensuring our club's viability and longevity. We know that with your blessings and with a strong and viable club, many programs are possible. We thank you for bringing us our friend and hopefully a future member of our club, the noted journalist Deborah Ferguson, to be our MC today. Deborah's presence has certainly made this occasion that much more auspicious. We also thank you for the gift from our friend and fellow member, Dion Kennedy, and her colleagues at Bass Hall, a gift that we use in the drawing and hopefully would help our voting process. Seems like even an exciting event. We especially thank all the men and women of this club who have worked very hard to make this meeting possible. Finally, Father, we thank you for that moment almost 250 years ago. On April 19 of 1775, a small band of poorly armed farmers from a village named Lexington in the colony of Massachusetts stood their ground against a large contingent from the best equipped army of the largest empire at the time. They fired a shot not in anger, but in defense of their homes and freedom. The shot heard around the world, but led to the creation of the longest continuous democracy, the freest and strongest nation in the history of the world, that is our country today. As we proudly sing our national anthem today, may you help us remember that heroic legacy of when they have the courage to fight and when they have the wisdom to make peace. We thank you as we pray in your holy name. Amen.
Turn it, please. Okay. Real quick announcement, then we're gonna do a couple things and get to this program as quickly as possible. So, first of all, welcome to all guests. If you're a guest here today, man, we are glad to have you. So, in our club, we have a tradition. It's a Rotary tradition. We have this thing called the four-way test. Tom, can you put it up there? All right. So, as Rotarians, we try to use this as a filter for everything we think, say, or do. If it doesn't pass this filter, well, we try not to think, say, or do those things. So if you would, please repeat along with me. Number one, is it the truth? Number two, is it fair to all concerned? Number three, will it build goodwill and better friendship? And number four, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you. All right, we have no newscast today for those of you who were waiting on that. But before we introduce our chairperson of the day, for those of you who are present and Rotarians in this club, we are voting today on a bylaws change. If you have not done so, please quietly make your way to the back of the room where Tran Strong will help assist you with getting your vote in. Your vote does count. This is the future of our club. So, that being said, today's chairperson of the day, I'd like to introduce Rosa Verdeja. Come on up, Rosa. Let's get this going.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's been an honor to be part of this year's Rotary Minority Business Awards Committee. And you know, almost exactly a year ago today, I stood on this very stage accepting my own Rotary Minority Business Award on behalf of my small but mighty law firm. Oftentimes, attorneys are overlooked as business owners, even though we spend just as much time running a business as we do practicing law. So I'm very grateful for last year's committee for recognizing that. With my award, I also received a membership to Rotary Club, which I have used faithfully. And through that membership, I have been able to grow my network and in turn, also grow my business. But more importantly are the friendships that I have made by coming here every Friday. So needless to say, I am extremely excited for this year's finalists because today they too will begin their own journey into Rotary Club. And now it is my pleasure in introducing today's MC. Deborah Ferguson is a hometown gal living a dream. You see her every weekday morning as an anchor on NBC5 Today from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Since third grade, Deborah dreamed of being a news anchor. A broadcast journalism degree from our very own TCU put her on that path. Deborah has had an award-winning 30-plus year career with NBC5, her first and only TV station. The majority of the time she has been as an anchor of the morning newscast. She's up every day at 1 a.m., you all, so that she can be in that newsroom ready to wake up North Texas to something good. Deborah is happily married to WBAP sports personality and Texas Radio Hall of Famer, Steve Lamb. So please join me in welcoming our MC, my friend and community shero, Deborah Ferguson.
I should be having a cup of coffee up here, shouldn't I? I'm gonna go with water. Let's just keep it straight. Water is energizing. Rosie, thank you so much for the great introduction. So, a great introduction written in part by my husband. So Rosie asked, she said, is there some way you want me to introduce you? And you know how we all have our bios on our resumes, and I don't want that. Let me just write something real fast. So I asked my husband, I'm down to the part where, you want to acknowledge your spouse, right? So I said, are you a sports director, radio personality, sports celebrity? He goes, I'm a Hall of Famer. And I'm like, oh, he goes, yeah, you got to toot your own horn. And I'm like, okay, so thank you, Rosie. I will let him know that the fact that he is a Texas Radio Hall of Famer did get into the program. Thank you so much. And thank you, too, for your members, Richard and Chris, for inviting me to be here with you today. A very special day, April 19th, the 4th annual Rotary Minority Business Awards. My first time to be with you all, and I must say, I'm a wee bit disappointed. Here's why. Because I watched some of the videos of the Rotary Club. I was so looking forward to the news parody. I was so looking forward. I watched the one with Fernando Costa, and I thought, yes, this is going to be a good program. And then I come in and I find out, no news parody today. So I'll come back and maybe watch another news parody. But I am here next week. All right, next week. But I am here, I know, on a very important day. And that is a day when we recognize small businesses who have stepped up, stepped out, and need to be out in front for the hard work that they are doing for making our community stronger. And I would also like to take a moment to thank Mr. Trong for naming me in his prayer to help me be a little stronger, too, as I'm up here. I've been at NBC5 for 30 plus years, as Rosie said. People always ask, are you nervous anymore? Yes, I am nervous all the time, Becky, all the time, which is why I'm up here with sweaty hands. Thankfully, I'm not the one who's going to handshake with everybody. That's somebody else's job today. So this is, I was very impressed with the four-way test, and it is in the DNA of the Rotary. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? I definitely know that it builds goodwill and better friendships, because as your president was up here, Mr. Kirk, maybe you've heard from him a lot, you all were really getting acquainted at your tables. I thought, this is a club that loves each other. And I walked in and I know so many people here. So I understand how this is a good place to build friendships and, as Rosie said, build your business. Rotary is known for service in the community, but at its core, it is a business club. Successful businesses are built on good relationships with those we know and we trust. And that is what is found here at Rotary. And we get to know people by spending time with them. And through Rotary, it happens through service. Serving the community is in the Rotarians' DNA, as well as lunch on every Friday. Rotary is the largest volunteer organization in the world, 1.4 million Rotarians across 200 countries. This club, the Rotary Club of Fort Worth, is exceptional. Of the nearly 37,000 Rotary clubs in almost every country across the globe, the Rotary Club of Fort Worth is one of the largest, one of the oldest, and one of the most diverse clubs in the world. And this year celebrates a 110th anniversary. You look so young, really. Maybe, well, most of you do. I won't name names. The number one goal of today's program is to recognize outstanding minority-owned businesses in Fort Worth, and here's why that goal is significant. Can I see a show of hands of anyone who owns or works at a small business? Somebody at every table, pretty much everyone in the room. Thank you for taking that leap of faith, for those of you who started those businesses, for seeing, yeah, I can do something and making it happen, and for those of you who support the small businesses, thank you. For those of you who work there, you know your boss, right? It's not some name on a check or, oh, I see that person in an email. You know your bosses, and that's a good thing. More than 3 million small businesses in Texas employ half of the Texas workforce, and the Lone Star State remains a top state for small business job growth. Small businesses touch all of 4 corners of our communities. They are main job creators in the communities, key economic drivers in every single city. In all this success, though, and all those numbers we throw out, minority-owned businesses were missing in this club. An important part of Fort Worth for a while was left out, either unaware of Rotary, not invited to Rotary, or overlooked by Rotary. The leadership of Rotary Fort Worth recognized the need, the importance, the value for recognition and inclusion within the business community and within this club itself. So in 2021, this event that brings us here today, the Rotary Minority Business Awards began, and now in 2024, the focus has made a difference to the almost 100 past nominees and winners of the Rotary Minority-Owned Business Award. So today, we link arms as a business community, united together in the spirit of the Rotary motto of service above self. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the following members of the RMBA committee who worked hard for the past 12 months to put together today's program. If you want to stand when I say your name or raise your hand, it is your choice, whatever you would like to do. Our committee co-chair, Richard Knight. Immediate past chair, Chris Jordan. Michael Woolman, Tim Haldun, Samantha Renz, Rosa Maria Bedeja, Samir Vida, Nathan Schneidevent, past President Carlo Capua, Karen Vermeer Fox, Brenda Beveridge, Abry Salisbury, and Aurora Newberry. Thank you so much for all the work you did to bring us here together today. Of course, it takes a lot of hard work to do stuff like this, and of course it takes a lot of money too. We need sponsors, and we have a presenting sponsor today, and that is Bank of Texas. If you would please welcome to the stage Bill McCoy, Senior Vice President, Corporate Relationship Banker. Bill?
Deborah, I'm not sure how you get a mention in the prayer, but I thought that was really nice. Good afternoon and welcome to the Rotary Minority Business Awards. It is my honor to welcome you on behalf of Bank of Texas. It seems fitting that Bank of Texas is the presenting sponsor of this event, as just about everything that we do is in support of small business and their owners. Whether that is providing solutions that maximize cash flow, that mitigate risk, or develop strategies to sell more product, Bank of Texas is committed to helping small businesses grow in Tarrant County. I look forward to the opportunity to learn more about these extraordinary businesses with you, and I want to say congratulations to all the nominees and all the award winners. Thank you.
That was really good, Bill. You had 2 minutes up here. But it reminds me, so I've been covering Fort Worth, decades, as I've said, and I remember things people tell me that are helpful, and one of the things an assistant city manager told me way back in the day, and maybe he shared this with you too, Bill, be brief and be seated. Our 2022 first place winner, R.D. Howard Construction, is also a sponsor of today's program. Please help me welcome the owner of R.D. Howard Construction, Randall Howard.
And Deborah would say be brief, and as a prior winner of the award, I asked for a little extra time. Honorees, guests, fellow Rotarians, this award is, this program is Rotary's very unique way to celebrate diversity in our community. Chris Jordan, who recommended this program, we need to give him a hand. I'm going to share a real short story, and not to brag, but to share my own redemption. My blind roommate taught me about the prejudice in me. As a high school student, I was eager to meet my college roommate, and I thought about us hanging out together and doing things together. I knew most likely he was going to be white because of the 18,000 students at Texas State University back then, only 500 of them were black. As my parents checked me into the dorm room, we noticed that the guys checking us in kind of looked over their shoulder a couple of times, and they were moving some cards around and kind of puzzled us. Then when they were walking us to the room, the front desk worker said a couple of things that kind of were puzzling. And when we arrived at the room, well then, we knocked on the door and we heard this voice light up and said, "Come in." And we came into a completely dark room with the blinds drawn on a bright sunshiny day in August. My roommate, Jaime, was completely blind, which shattered all of my dreams of toga parties and girl watching together. He was Hispanic, but that was no problem. But blind? Really? In addition to that, he was deaf in one ear, and I found out later on going deaf in the other ear. The more I thought about it, I got madder and madder. And I have to admit to you all that I actually thought myself better than another one of God's creations. And I said to myself, you know what? They just did that to me because I'm black. But as I thought about it more and thought about it, and I thought about the teachings of my parents to treat everybody the way you wanted to be treated, I realized if I changed room, well then it would hurt him. But I ended up walking down to the dorm manager's office and I said, "Look here, I want to be out of this room. I want you to put me in another room." And as fate would have it, every room on the college campus was filled. And so he told me to give him a couple of weeks. Well, a couple of weeks passed and he came back and he said, "I have another room for you now." And I said, "You know what? I've gotten to know Jaime, and Jaime's a really cool guy. And plus, he's a heck of a chick magnet." So I think I'm gonna stay right where I am. And you know what else, folks? That Chris Jordan spirit that's being amplified here today had taken hold to me because I had actually gotten to know him, and all the fears of the unknown and the arrogance that I had thinking that I might be better had been pushed aside. I stayed in that room after Christmas. Dorm manager came back. "Have plenty of rooms in the spring. You want one?" I said, "No." As I approached the end of my freshman year, well then, the dorm manager came back to me and he said, "I have another offer for you." He said, "I'd like to offer you a job at the front desk as a RA." Well now, the next year, I was able to be friends with the two guys who checked me in the previous year. And I challenged them about putting me in the room because I was black. He said, "Look, we didn't do that because you were black. We did that because Jaime didn't care what color you were." And so that puzzled me. And so one night when I was working by myself, I got busy and I started going through the cards and I found the card of the kid who was supposed to be my roommate. And that was written across the top of it, "Do not put our son in the room with a, well, let's just say heavy-skinned guy." Well, as it turned out, that day, I decided, you know, thank God for Jaime. And not only that, I made it a personal commitment of mine that I was going to try to do everything I could do to not judge people by their appearance. Jaime ended up dropping out of college during our senior year because he had actually gone deaf in the other ear by that time. But he helped me to graduate because every time I felt like I maybe couldn't make it, Jaime, I would think about him and I said, if he could do it, I can too. But since then, the impact of that experience has had on me. As a business owner for 41 years, we have employed 13 people who were totally blind, partially blind, wheelchair or physically impaired, and lots of folks who didn't necessarily look like me. And in recognition of the Mayor's Commission for Persons with Disability, Lindbeck Construction, who we're partnered with on the new City Hall, quickly embraced our proposal to make a young lady named Rebecca Hill, who's been in a wheelchair all of her life, the very first hourly employee on our new Fort Worth City Hall project. Winners or finalists, congratulations. But we also challenge you. We challenge everybody in the room to look past our differences and to open up opportunities doors so everyone's talents can soar. On behalf of R.D. Howard Construction and our customers for 78 years, we're honored to be your sponsor. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Not only do you've been invited to the table, you have a seat at the table, you can have the stage anytime you want. Thank you, Randall Howard. Thank you for reminding us about why we're here. This year, we find ourselves in a fabulous yet unique position of a third presenting sponsor. Yes, somebody who said, we want to be there too, and that is Tarleton State University, representing Tarleton, Dr. Rachel Gapua.
All right, good afternoon. So it's always a good day when you spend some of it with Deborah Ferguson. So thank you for a lot you do for our community. I wanted to take a moment. If you were an entrepreneur that raised your hands a few moments ago, could you do that again for us? If you own a business of any kind, if you could raise our hands. For those that have their hands raised and those that do not, go ahead and turn to somebody next to you and say, I am so glad you're here. I am so glad you're here. So this is what we love about this. As a member of this club, the Rotary Club of Fort Worth, and on behalf of Tarleton State University and the Texas A&M University system, we are so glad you're here. We are honored to be part of this special day on behalf of our team and others. And it's actually been a moment of reflection for myself. I was the daughter and am the daughter of an entrepreneur, a mother who had raised my sister and I for most of our lives on her own, and ran a business. It started when I was 4 years old at our dining room table, and it was because of those moments, and those that own your own businesses, you likely see this, experience this. Owning your own business and being in entrepreneurship is character building. Am I right? It is character building. It is defining. It takes great fortitude and tenacity, and every single day when you just don't know if you can't keep going, your children, your family, those around you see it. And it's because of women like my mother, who to this day is still owning her own business 30 plus years later. And it's because of the individuals in this room, just as we believe in the higher education institutions, many of the room today, we are here to change generations of people. And it is because of the work that you're doing day in and day out. One of the things that we love most about Tarleton State is our founder, John Tarleton. He was an entrepreneur and he was a rancher. He knew that very well. He founded the institution about 125 years ago this next fall. And as we celebrate 125 years as a university this next fall, we will now be welcoming our first freshman class, first-year class here in Fort Worth, Texas, fall of 2024. We were able to share that news just a few weeks ago. And it's our greatest hope to serve the community well. It's our greatest hope to extend service above self, much like this club is and is about day in and day out. But more than anything, we're just honored to be with you today. Congratulations to all those being part of this important work, and I extend all the gratitude and sincere thanks for having us. Take care.
So inspired by everything we're hearing up here? Yeah, let's go get them. All right. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Bank of Texas, R.D. Howard Construction, and Tarleton State University for being our presenting sponsors. We have many sponsors of today's Rotary Minority Business Award program. I'm going to go through them, If there's somebody you know you love, you want to stand up, cheer, whatever, do it, but I'm going to keep on taking care of business. How's that sound? All right. Our four-way sponsors, Bill McCoy, Bank of Texas Senior Vice President, Corporate Relationship Banker, Randall Howard, R.D. Howard Construction, Dr. Rachel Capua, Tarleton State University. Our patron, you can do that, woohoo! Patron and supporting sponsors, Nathan Schneiderwin, Farlow Media, past President Sean Snell, Texas Health Resources, Kathy Sheffield, Think Giving, Veronica Garza, Law Offices of Veronica Garza, past President Bob Jameson, Visit Fort Worth, Rodney Beveridge is Asteroid Precision Rifles and Silencers. That's okay, yes, we all need some cheerleaders. Matt Sylvia, First Financial Bank, Bill Fairley, Fairley Wealth Management, Jim Austin Online, Mike Herman, Whitley Penn, Michelle Krim, Dynamic Development Strategies, Samantha Renz, Evolving Texas, Sam Jordan, Electroacoustics Incorporated, Richard Knight, Nightway Services, Ray Schidler, Derek Moffitt, Moffitt Financial, Ben Robertson, Byrne Construction, Joe Michaels, Solomon Bruce Consulting, Dr. Emily Messer, Texas Wesleyan University, Kaylee Kelly, Texas A&M School of Law, Daniel Pullen, TCU, Cedric James, TCU, and Joseph Babcock, UTA. Thank you very much for all of you all. I think it would have been faster to list the people who weren't sponsors, and I probably just would have been one, NBC 5. All right, so before, I know, what, next year, Richard? Okay, right, okay, all right. I might know a person or two who could help. So before we get to the really good stuff today, we want to review the eligibility of businesses who were considered for this very prestigious award. All businesses are registered in the state of Texas, located in Fort Worth, 51% minority-owned, managed, controlled. Please note that the committee took guidelines from the National Minority Supplier Development Council to define a minority group as an individual who is at least 25% Asian Indian, Asian Pacific, Black, Hispanic, or Native American. The committee asked a panel of 5 judges to volunteer their time and review every application. And we want to let you know the applicants could not have been ranked without the hard work of our judges. I will introduce you to them, and this time I will slow down. Maddie Compton, retired federal prosecutor. Estris Tucker, president, CEO, and co-founder, DEI Consultants. Michelle Krim, president, Dynamic Development Strategies. Jared Sloan, executive vice president, COO, Fort Worth Chamber of Commerce. Erica Ramos, co-founder, Game Theory Restaurant and Bar. Not only has this event, the Rotary Minority Business Award, greatly enhanced the Fort Worth Rotary Club, I understand that the RMBA team presented this concept at the 2021 Rotary International Convention. It's not just in Fort Worth, it's bigger than Cowtown, although Cowtown is a pretty big place. What is it, Mayor? 14th city, largest city in the country? Yes. 13th, excuse me, thank you. Facts, got to check the facts. Isn't that one of our founding principles? Is it the truth? What am I doing? Okay, so what started here in Fort Worth has now gone international, and today there are nearly 50 Rotary clubs across the country that now implement similar programs in their cities, all because of what Chris Jordan started here. As we continue, I would like to announce that we had 103 businesses nominated for this year's Rotary Minority Business Award, so you know our judges had a very tough time picking our winners. You can see the list on the screen. If you were a business nominated this year, would you stand, all of you all, so we can recognize you? I love it from end to end. I can see Alice because of the one contact lens. I could probably see better if I was wearing your glasses, I'm sure. All right, it is time to announce the winners of the 2023 MBA Awards, the reason why we are here, and the reason that she is here with us. Please give a hand to our Mayor of Fort Worth, Maddie Parker, as she joins us on stage. Okay. I have the script, okay? You can just stand there and do your job, and that is to let these, that is really good, yes. Could you do it that well your first year?
No, it's a learned skill.
It's a learned skill. You got to build up the biceps and triceps and all that. I get it. Thank you, Mayor, for being here today. Rotary has a special tradition of how winners are announced. So I'm going to go through the rules a little bit for the 6th, the 5th, and 4th place winners. When your name is announced, come up here to the stage, get your award and your picture with Mayor Parker. All right, are we ready to go? Yes, we are. Our 6th place winner will receive a 6-month membership to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth. We congratulate our 6th place winner, Blissful Sky Studios, represented by Dominique Anderson. I'm going to take a minute to talk about Dominique. Dominique, if you haven't seen it, produced a beautiful video that went out on International Women's Day. She worked with Katrina Carpenter, Carpenter's Catering, and Mia Moss, Black Coffee. They wrote a beautiful piece of prose called Hey Sis, I See You. And they had different women read lines from Hey Sis, I See You. And Dominique edited in a beautiful way that will bring you to tears. If you haven't seen it, take a moment to find it and look it up. Congratulations, Dominique. I presented it at a Mavericks event to the women of the Mavs. They all are texting, I need to see that, I need to see that again. Good work. Congratulations. Our 5th place winner will also receive a 6-month membership to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth. Congratulations to our 5th place winner. I happen to love the number 5, and it goes to IREF Big Balls Up, represented by Becky Ramirez. No, you look just fine. You have a jacket on. You're totally surprised by this, aren't you? Yes, it's a good surprise, isn't it? A fantastic surprise. Congratulations, Becky, to you and your team.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome. You're welcome. See, it's good. I get the hugs. I don't have to shake my hand, the sweaty hand thing. It's working out really well. Congratulations to IREF Big Balls Up, represented by Becky Ramirez. Our 4th place winner will also receive a 6-month membership to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth. Congratulations to our 4th place winner. I get your news releases regularly. Varghese Somerset, represented by Benson Varghese. I get news releases from his office. I've seen him on TV being interviewed. I've seen him on the news. First time to ever meet him, and I see he is indeed a winner. So says the Rotary Club of Fort Worth. Congratulations, Benson. Okay, so that was 6th, 5th, and 4th. Now for 3rd, 2nd, and 1st, we do a little something extra. I'll direct your attention to the screens. The Rotary Club of Fort Worth has produced a custom video for each of the top 3 finalists that they'll be able to use on their websites and social media pages to tell their stories. So if you see your business's video on the screen, at the end of your video, please come up for your award and a picture with Mayor Parker. Our 3rd place winner will receive a 1-year membership to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth. Rosie says use it every week. Our 3rd place winner.
My name is Jeffrey Postel Jr. I'm the CEO and president of Postel Group Construction. We're a construction company here in Fort Worth, Texas. We do construction management at risk. We do general contracting. We self-perform drywall and acoustical services. And we also do heavy highway retaining wall systems. I started out in the industry as a laborer. First job was literally scraping grout lines with a toothbrush-sized wire brush.
Wow.
27 years later, been able to be at this point in my career to own this company and grow it and create job opportunities for a lot of people in our community. Started this company from my kitchen table, literally, in Alamo Heights here in Fort Worth, and the back of my truck. I took the bed off my truck and put a flatbed on it, and it was literally like, let's get to work. And so we started as a small drywall company here in Fort Worth, working on Fort Worth ISD, small kitchen and cafeteria renovations, to now a company that, in 2023 did over $30 million in revenue, and we've already backlogged plus $50 million of revenue for 2024. And most importantly, it all comes back to this, being able to create more jobs. When we win work, we create jobs. That's just how it goes. The biggest way we give back to our community is with our nonprofit Building Pathways. What Building Pathways does is takes people from our community that happen to be unskilled in construction. We place them in construction jobs, whether it's with our company or with other trade companies here in North Texas, and we hold their hand. We have coaches and mentors that hold their hand for 12 months and walk them through the process of going from unskilled entry to partially skilled, hopefully 12 months from now, into a long career of becoming a skilled construction worker. That could be helping the homeless that's working on one of our jobs find a living situation, get a roof over their head. That could be helping that opportunity youth that just graduated from Fort Worth ISD, but is trying to find his way in the world like I was at 19, and just introduce them to a career opportunity. That could be that veteran that just came home that's trying to figure stuff out and may have some mental health issues. It could be that person that just came home from prison. We can't just hire people and throw them into a space and say, oh, you're hired, go swim. We've got to help be that life jacket to get them through when they learn how to swim, and then we can allow them to spread their wings and move forward. That is 100% how my family and our company, how we serve our community here in Fort Worth. It costs time, effort, and money to do it. And so when folks don't want to do it, I get it. It's tiring, it's taxing emotionally, spiritually, mentally. But we can't just leave these people out here dangling and then telling them to pull themselves up out of bootstraps. We've got to help people in our community. That's how we make our community a better place, is helping the people that need the help.
Post L Group, LLC, helping the community. And now winner in the 4th Annual Minority Business Awards. Please welcome Jeff Postel. Did you want to say a few words?
Really quick. There's an opportunity here in Fort Worth and across our state and our country to just combine these two things, right? You've got opportunities for work in our industry, a whole bunch of opportunities for work to people that need a career. And to me, it's simple. Let's just combine and let's put effort and let's be intentional about it and let's make it happen. Let's bid work, win work, execute work, put people to work, and help folks grow their capacity. Thank you very much.
I must say, Jeff, I totally related to the whole taking the toothbrush and scrubbing the grout lines. My dad was a house painter, and many of my summers were spent with my dad doing that work. Yes, congratulations to you. Our second place winner will receive a 1-year membership to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth. Let the screens reveal that second place winner. Okay, On to Spot Solutions, representing On to Spot is Johnny Anderson. Congratulations to you, Mr. Anderson. If you would come to the stage, we would love to recognize you, give you that big award, and have you take the picture with Mayor Parker. Congratulations, sir. Johnny Anderson is on the spot, didn't he, with his attire, wardrobe, very nice. Congratulations.
I'm the driving force behind On the Spot Solutions. At On the Spot Solutions, we are a B2B service provider dedicated to meeting the cleaning and disinfecting requirements of local workplaces and facilities. This company got started as a passion project. After working in a messy office and having my productivity hindered, the frustration from that turned into a passion, and that passion led me to start my company. There were others who were experiencing the same frustration that I was, and I wanted to provide a solution for them as well. Well, I guess I really got my start on cleanliness and neatness was in the military. In the military, the first life lesson that I learned was that details matter. And that life lesson has gone on to impact every area of my life since then. And I bring that same life lesson to my cleaning company, where we pay attention to details that others don't. Our core values are honesty, integrity, promptness, and character. We want our clients to know that their facilities are safe with us there and they're not there. We want them to know that they can depend on us to be there when we say we're going to be there, that our pricing is upfront and transparent, and that we provide quality cleaning services. We're developing an apprenticeship program, and we are doing that to support the operations for On the Spot Solutions and encourage other people from our community to branch out and become entrepreneurs. It benefits the community in that it opens the door for younger people who are interested in maybe entering the cleaning industry or have ideas for entrepreneurship of their own. It gives them the opportunity to work beside a mentor who is working hard to become and stay successful and see the lessons that we're learning and to learn from what we know. On Monday mornings, we volunteer our services to a nonprofit for 3 hours every week. We do what needs to be done. We empty the trash, we do the floor, we answer the phone, we greet their clients. We're just there to serve. So we saw a need and we just decided to try to fill that need. So it's very important for On the Spot Solutions to be a part of the community. Without the community, we would not be where we are. So it's very important that we support our community, that we give back in any way that we can.
Congratulations once again to Johnny Anderson and On to Spot Solutions. And now to our first place winner, also receiving a one-year membership to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth. We do not have to wait any longer. Let's take a look at our first place winner.
My name is Dr. Adrian Ganthu. I'm a physical therapist with ACE Physio and Performance. Educating patients is one of the biggest factors when it comes to working with me, because I want to make sure that these patients know this thing that you're facing is fixable. But it takes these exercises, this amount of time, and giving your body time to heal on its own in order to fix these things. So when I'm spending my time with my patients, the education never stops. Like, yes, we have fun whenever we're doing things, but I want to make sure that a person is understanding why I'm doing this, why you have to do this in order to get better. Because if they just think, oh, well, he's just telling me to do this because that's what he wants me to do, then they don't grasp that. So I always try to relate it back, okay, this is the tissue that's involved, this is the reason why, these are the things I need you to do, so that way your body is healing.
He has been one of the largest changes in my life. It's not just about the exercises that he has taught me. He has been such an inspiration. He's been so kind, and building that trust with me on the front end. I believe in him, I trust him, and he hasn't let me down. He's so encouraging. You know, he's like, you can do this. You can do this. Just look at where you've come, look at where we're going. We're gonna get there.
I want to be a part of the community with my company because it shows that I'm giving back. So by spending time networking with organizations, by doing school drives, by doing toy drives, it just shows that I'm not just trying to get something out of a person. I want to give back. And it's something that was ingrained in me growing up. My parents, my grandparents definitely kind of instilled that into me. It's not just about taking. And that's not what I want. I want to be able to give back to my community so that way they know, okay, yes, he really does care about this area. He wants to see us thrive.
He's like literally all over the place. If you follow like his LinkedIn or his social media, he's constantly going to events, whether it's like a charity run or he's helping us with like the Marine Corps, like the Present Drive, just all the different things that he does to give back to the community. He's continually scaled it up. So it wasn't just like a gimmick, get you in the door for the first time and make you feel like he really cares. Like that's really truly his personality. And as he continues to grow and becomes more successful, he just does bigger, more amazing things for everybody else too.
I enjoy being a physical therapist because I'm able to help people get back to the lives that they want. We as humans never really want to be told no. Happens all the time. And when a person tells you that, especially a healthcare provider, it really ingrains into us. But if we try some things out and then you're able to do it, then seeing that smile on a person's face, seeing that joy, I mean, there have been tears of joy that I've seen in patients before that, oh, I never thought I'd be able to do that. That is what keeps me doing this job. Being able to help my community, help my patients, that is what I love about this job.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first place winner of the Minority Business Awards, ACE Physio and Performance, representing ACE Video, Dr. Adrian Cantu.
Okay. It's definitely surprised me. I remember when I met with Nathan that he told me I was a finalist. I was just like, okay, I just thought we were coming to chat, but it was a pleasant surprise, and to be up here in front of all of y'all puts me a little bit of a loss of words. But I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth for bestowing upon me this prestigious honor. I'm deeply moved to stand here as the winner for the 2024 Rotary Minority Business Awards, surrounded by such remarkable peers in the Fort Worth minority business community. I want to extend my profound gratitude to my wife, Dr. Elise Cantu, as well, whose unwavering support has been the bedrock of our journey in growing this business. Without her, none of this would be possible. To my parents, I'm indebted to you for the life lessons, core values, and principles instilled in me. Your immeasurable guidance and support truly motivated me to invest in myself so that I can help those in most need of my care. I also want to acknowledge my circle of friends whose support and continuous encouragement have been a driving force behind my growth and success. Now, the Rotary Club's commitment to service, integrity, goodwill, and fellowship resonates deeply with me. These principles mirror the core values of my business, and I am humbled by the opportunity to contribute to the Fort Worth community alongside such esteemed colleagues. Winning this award serves as validation of the countless hours of hard work and dedication poured into this endeavor. But this is just the start, though. At Ace Physio and Performance, we're on a journey of continuous growth. With your valued support, we envision a future where ACE's impact on Texans' lives expands even further, where we will empower even more individuals to reach their full potential and achieve optimal health. Once again, I extend my sincerest thanks to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth for this honor. Let us continue our collaborative efforts to cultivate a stronger, more inclusive economy in Fort Worth and beyond. Together, we will make a difference. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first place winner, Dr. Adrian Cantu, Ace Physio and Performance. Mr. Anderson, Mr. Johnny Anderson, because of that little video thing, you didn't come up here. I didn't give you a moment to say something at the podium. Would you like to? Sure, he would, right? Yes. This is your moment, okay?
Good afternoon. Thank you, Minority Business Award Committee, friends, guests, and all of you for supporting on-the-spot solutions. You may not believe this, but I have built my company on prayer. If it were not for God and prayer, I would not have the accounts that I service. If it were not for God and prayer, I would not have the amazing team that I lead. If it were not for God and prayer, I would not have the friends and business associates that are here today. I have literally prayed my way to where I am today. I just want to thank you for your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all our nominees and winners. Blissful Sky Studios, IREF Big Balls Up, Varghese Somerset, Postel Group, On-to-Spot Solutions, and Ace Physio and Performance. In addition to a one-year membership, a custom promotional video, and a picture with the mayor, this year's winners also have the opportunity to win a $15,000 scholarship for an EMBA from UTA for qualifying winners. Thank you, Dr. Jason Babcock. In a similar way, TCU Neely School of Business is providing a partnership with one of the winners who qualifies. This partnership will enhance both the winning business and the business school students. The successful winning company will be announced once the winner has been selected. Thank you to TCU President Daniel Pullen and Cedric James of the Neely School. The videos were fantastic. They were produced by Rotarian Nathan Schneiderwent of Farlow Media and given to each finalist for free use in their marketing. Nathan, they were fabulous. Thank you so much. As well as to up-and-coming videographer A.B. Salisbury for this year's videos. Thank you so much. Thank you to the advocates for your membership, to the Bank of Texas, R.D. Howard Construction, Tarleton State University, all the sponsors for your commitment to supporting local businesses. Special appreciation to the Rotary Club of Fort Worth for organizing an outstanding program. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you today and to witness a lot of something good happening right here in our hometown. Do you want to come up? Are we? Yes, okay. You were right there, like, I'm supposed to turn it over to you, okay.
Everybody give it up for Deborah Ferguson. Stay up there. What a wonderful, wonderful job emceeing this program. We truly can't do it without you. So, it is a tradition of this club. First of all, Rotary, one of the big initiatives that Rotary has worldwide is to end polio, okay? Been going on since the mid-'80s. They put their heart into it and said, we're going to eradicate this horrible, horrible disease. And we are truly this close to finishing it off for good. In honor of your presence here today and your presentation to us and your commitment to this, we have made a donation to the Rotary Polio Plus Fund in your name. This is a memento of that. Thank you very much. I'd like to say thank you to all the winners and to all of the nominees, the participants, and everyone involved in this Rotary Minority-Owned Business Awards. This is a big deal for all of you who've gotten the memberships, it's not honorary, but the complimentary membership, whether to our club, whether it's 6 months or a year. I urge you, take advantage of it, okay? Come to the meetings. That's how you grow your network. That's how you grow your business. This is just the starting point for continuing down that path of building you into a larger, more mainstream business. So please, those of you who have already won this award can attest to it. Correct, Randall? Okay, Ryan's around here somewhere. Tons of people who've done this before. They say the success is in coming to the meetings, getting to know the folks, and getting your name out there. So thank you, and I urge you to join us. Now, a little bit of housekeeping here. We had a bylaws election today. Is Dion Kennedy here? Is she here? I don't see her. All right. So, first, the results of the election. Our bylaws, all in favor, 104. Against, 2. The bylaw changes have passed. So, thank you very much for that. Now, because of that, thank you for your participation in the drawing. I'd like to get someone up here. Ms. Mayor, would you please do the honors? And thank you for being here for this. I need a ticket taken out of here. Let's stir these up. Pick one, please. All right. Ticket number 3465838. Don't boo the person. 3465838. Are you here? All right. Are you Rotarian? Oh, who are you in place of?
Mike Herman.
Mike Herman. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, Mike Herman. All right. Because of that, Mike Herman has won 2 tickets to Sixth Sister Act, courtesy of the Performing Arts Fort Worth. That is August 15th, 2024. We will reach out to you. Here it is. Hold on to those. Give that to Mike. And congratulations, Mike, wherever you are, probably watching away. So thank you. Got a couple closing announcements. We'll get you out of here. Next week, Mike Crum, Events Director, City of Fort Worth, and Rotary Bob Jabinson, CEO and President of Visit Fort Worth, are going to give us a convention center update. Today, we have a Finance Committee meeting in the Rotary office, Suite 305, 3rd floor. That's these elevators down to 3, all the way back to the end. We got the bylaw results. Last but not least, the golf tournament. Spaces are going fast. If you are interested, please sign up, get it in there. And with that, congratulations again to all of our winners. Thank you again to our presenter and to Ms. Mayor Maddie Parker. Have a great weekend. This meeting is adjourned. And, whoa, hold up. All of the winners, finalists, all of the people, what? All the winners. All the winners to the stage for a photograph. Meeting adjourned.